everybody's doing well. Let me get my software update complete. It decided to do this right at 6:30 for some weird reason, so you have to give me a second so I can see all you guys. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. We had a great Thanksgiving. Jessica's on the mend, and Mom's doing well, so good to know. Oh, a lot of people on here. There we are. Hey, Lori. Oh, I don't know what happened here. I lost you guys. Hey, Lori, Cynthia, Tanette, hello. You guys have to give me a second. I don't know what's going on. My tablet is having issues. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Alligator. Yes, she is doing much better, which is a true blessing, because I'll tell you what, that was a nightmare. Hello to you, Jalou. Give me just a minute here. You know, I always try to set this up the night before on the tablet so I know that everything. It just happened that there was an update just out of nowhere, and I have it set up to where I have to. You know how you can set it up on your phone or your computer when to do an update? Well, I have it set up at like 3 in the morning so that, it doesn't affect anything. But it just decided to crap out on me here. 1 second. Alrighty. Think we might be good. I hope. S.J. Rogers, hello. Hey, Janice. Hey, Eileen. Doris. Sean. Hey, guys. Charlie Cat, hello. Wendy. Cynthia. Kim, hello. Krista J. Larry Crow, hello. Hope everybody's doing good. Did anybody get out today to the Black Friday madness? Gotta say, I was out in it for a little while today, and it was just that. Absolute madness. It was crazy. I hate shopping on Black Friday. I did go to Kroger Marketplace today. Surprisingly, it was kind of dead. There weren't a lot of people there, but, I guess the day after Thanksgiving, people aren't rushing to get food. Not many deals at Kroger. As a matter of fact, we see some significant price increases tomorrow, unfortunately. Only a handful of sales. All right, Marie, you made it. Yeah, I had to do it at 7 o'clock tonight. Probably be on for about an hour. Not going to be as long tonight. Got some things I got to do. I'm still kind of editing tomorrow's video. Almost done, but going to take a little bit of time and just relax. Jess wanted to be on tonight, but she is still kind of on the mend. A little groggy. Hey, Linda Beard. Hey, Jennifer. Yes, I wish I would have spent the day cleaning. That would have been more productive. I did get a couple good deals on some Christmas presents, which I can't mention where, because she may be watching. Jeanette Dwyer, hello from Rhode Island. Angie Sue, hello. Thank you. Yes, they are feeling much better. Much better. Hey, Kaylee. Kim says, first time in 15 years she didn't shop. I feel like the online thing is kind of taken over. It's when you look at some of the deals in the stores and then you look at what it is on Amazon, it's like you hate to order everything on Amazon, but it's easy, and it's a little difficult for me because I can't use our account, so it's because Jess will know what I got her for Christmas if I do, so I have to work some Santa magic in another direction. Oh, Jess is on here. Hi, everyone. Thanks for all the prayers. Feeling better, just really exhausted. We know, honey. Get some sleep. We've been Probably gonna watch some Christmas movie. I'd like to watch that Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. I think it's on Disney Plus. Marty says, "What you buy us in North Carolina?" Who's winning that game? I saw North Carolina playing NC State. Hey Erica, hey Roby. I did. I got a lot of sleep. I actually really slept in today when I probably shouldn't have. But yeah, well rested. Little tired now. I've been up for a while, but that's all right. Excited to do the live show with you guys. And again, thank you all so much for all your heartfelt comments and everything. It really meant a lot to me and Jess. And yeah, it was nice to get some sleep and relax. And that's the first video I haven't done in a long time. That's the first, I don't even know how long. Felt good to just rest. I may take some days, in between, a day here and there. But, what do they got to say? The show must go on. Tracy Muckenfuss, hello. Amazon had none of the items I put in my cart. I've been hearing that a lot from some family members that they have it on there, right? And then you put it in your cart and it says not available. Or I've been hearing a couple things like will arrive January 15th. Like, okay. After Christmas. Hello, Karen. Thank you, Wendy. Hey, Gary, the retired cable guy. Did you just retire? Thank you, Erica. Really appreciate that. Linda Farrow, hello to you. Thank you, Kevin. I thought the game was still on there, Marty. It might be over. I don't know. I was watching the UC game earlier. They lost. It was a close game, though. It was a good game. Thank you, A Word of Hope. Smith. Quite a bit of vloggers were out filming and wasn't many people in the stores catching sales. Some still having a hard time, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't really. I tried doing some of the stores last year, and I ended up doing a different video because it was kind of ridiculous. If you're doing a video, a YouTube video, unless you get it out the very next morning, which is hard to do when you're trying to show a lot of things like that, the sales will be over by the time you guys watch the video. So it's like, it's kind of hard. That's why the two videos that I do, which most of you know, I'll do Kroger and I'll do Meijer. Those are the two that I try to do on a weekly basis so that we can get the sales out there as fast as we can. Sometimes if there's a lot more sales, obviously I'll go to Kroger Marketplace at the end of the week. But other than that, it's hard to like I could go show, okay, Walmart's got 30% off all their stuff. Oh, by the way, by the time you see this video, it's going to be over. So I thought about maybe focusing on some of the online stuff, mostly because I know that's really the way it's going, guys. Most people are ordering stuff online. That's just the way it is. Cyber Monday, Amazon. I heard last year it wasn't like what it used to be, so we'll have to see. Some of the things that I've been checking out for some family members look like some pretty good deals, but again, there was something that I was going to order that said it would arrive December 19th. And I'm like, don't want to wait that long. If it's going to be like that, then I just won't get it. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you. Again, if I happen to miss any comments, again, for new viewers too, we have to keep up in real time. Hey, Crown Apple Kid. Not much. I mentioned Jungle Gyms in today's video. Mostly because the produce in a lot of different stores is looking like trash. Kroger's produce, I don't know. Like, I would just not even like some of the stuff they put out there. It's like, why even try and sell this stuff? It's gonna nothing spreads faster than word of mouth. And it's like you're gonna. I mean, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it'll get Meyer more business. I don't know, but I don't know where they're getting some of their produce from. But they may need to change what's going on because some of their stuff just don't look great. Hey, Chris, got an electric throw at Walmart for $22.74. That sounds like a pretty decent deal. Like one of those electric blankets. Thank you, Penny Nanny. Miss Adams says Cyber Monday may be better deals on Amazon. Yeah, but apparently they're doing deals all weekend, so it's one of them things. And the one thing I do like about Amazon, they're pretty upfront about everything. So, you can look on different sites and see if it's going to be a better deal on Monday for some things. Some things. Kevin Foley says Black Friday was gray. Yep. I don't know. I'm sure there were a lot of great sales today. And one thing I didn't like, and I didn't go over in the video, but I'll tell you guys now, if you have a Kroger Marketplace, they have, at least at ours, they had a special little ad for like toys and clothes and like 30% off, and then there was a 20% off coupon. But that only applies to Kroger Marketplace, not all Krogers. So keep that in mind. If you see that ad going around, it's not. I think it's only Kroger Marketplace. They're really the only ones that sell clothes and toys too. I bet it was Crown Apple Kid. I bet it was. Jungle Gyms. Did they have a lot of good sales going on? I'm sure they did. Yeah, I don't know, Marty. Erica says, now I need some prayers. I'm using a nebulizer machine now. Can't breathe good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Erica. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Other Chris says, not buying any. Yeah. Well, just get what you want. Chris says, yes, it was a blanket. Yes, a blanket, but smaller. Okay. Roby says, everyone hit the thumbs up button. Yes, give us a like. Thank you. All the likes, subscribers, comments, everything helps push us out into the YouTube universe. And we just crossed 23,000 subscribers a few days ago, and thank you all so much for that. Our channel's growing bigger than I ever thought it would. A Word of Hope says, has anyone won anything on the Amazon Spin and Win? I haven't, LOL. I don't even know anything about it. Jess probably does. That sounds like one of the things where I asked Jess, hey, what is that? And she says, oh, well, we talked about that like 20 years ago. I don't know what it is. Is it like the Shoe Carnival wheel? You always win something. A Tootsie Roll. Let's see. Lori says 209 watching and only 68 likes. The thumbs up button really helps a lot. Thank you. Bonnie says, friend went to a local big mall, people there, but not buying. A lot of this stuff, because food is not the only thing that has gone up in price. Lots of things. And I can only imagine a mall really isn't going to have a lot of great deals. Somebody was telling me that the Lego store up in Kenwood, which is just north of here, that they had no sales going on. They had like, there was a thing where you got like a coupon ticket for the future. It's like, no, it's like, you're the only Lego store for like 100 miles of here. It's like, no sales. I mean, they have better sales on Legos at Walmart than they do at the actual Lego store. Jennifer, been getting a lot of comments on some rotten apples lately. Rotten apples. I know. So a couple of the ones that I've gotten, I'm not a big fan of red delicious apples, but I bought a few the other day, and I had one, and it was terrible. It was like rock solid. I had a peach that was rock solid, and I'm like, what's going on? These are just terrible. And apples are in season. Now I had gotten a Honeycrisp apple at Meijer when they were on sale for $1.29 a pound, and that was really good. The Honeycrisp ones are good, but yeah, the Red Delicious one, I don't know, it just wasn't delicious at all. If I had to, I like Gala apples, but again, those are ones that kind of have. Somebody mentioned this in the comments the other day. There's not a lot of flavor, not a lot of flavor in them, and kind of had that issue with the Michigan apples too, the Gala apples, which was surprising. We did get some before when they had the sale the first time and they were good, and then the second time around it was like, maybe I just got a bad bag. I don't know. Luckily, it was like $1 for 3 pounds. Or no, it was 79 cents a pound. Marty says, sucks being the same age as old people. How old's old? A Word of Hope says, congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you. Rose says, Dano and Jess, are you both stocking up on rice, beans, flour, cornmeal, sugars, noodles, canned foods of all kinds for Great Depression coming? We're, stocking up with what we need. That's, yeah. No. Let's hope that doesn't happen, huh? Mom G says, nope, LOL. Reese Smith says, that's awesome. Keep growing and many blessings. Thank you very much. Yvonne says, no, it's a scam. I must have missed something. I'm not sure what the scam is. But I believe you, Yvonne. Bunny Bub says, Old Navy had a line to the back of the store with most door busters gone. Walmart's like that every year. That's why I don't even go. You always hear these brand name TVs that you've never heard of, right? And then you go to what it's like, wow, $100 for a 55-inch, some weird name TV, and you never hear about them anymore. Like they leave the store, and I think they just pack them away for next year's Black Friday or something. And I've heard bad stories about them, like the picture will go out in a year, or the sound will go out, and it's like, well, it's $100 TV of a name that nobody's ever heard of except if you've bought it on Black Friday. I used to like, before we had all the streaming and everything, I did like going to Walmart. I would never go in the morning because that's just nuts. But they used to have like the dollar DVD sale or $3 Blu-rays or something, But now we got all the streaming. It's like, Wendy says Macy's had good sales today, and I can get 12% cash back on Rakuten until Monday, I think. They also deliver to your house, which is good too. That's awesome. It's awesome. I have never heard or had any bad complaints about Macy's products ever. Ever. A lot of my family, my mom shops at Macy's, my aunt, never, and Macy's and J.C. Penney's are two really good stores, I guess. I don't shop there, but I know a lot of people do. Hello, Janice. Grapes from Walmart were tasteless. I've been getting a few comments on that lately. Alligator Mouth says, I saw some turkey video where someone placed 2 whole apples inside the turkey cavity when they cooked it. That's interesting. Hey, Shelly Ham, thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Dan, hope you were able to get some sleep and Jess feels better. Can get a birthday shout out for my birthday tomorrow. Go Blue. Ooh, you were going to until you said that. No, I'm just kidding. Happy birthday, Shelly. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yes. I'm not really an Ohio State fan, so I don't really, doesn't bother me either way. I sort of have to root for Ohio State, though, I guess. But, if Michigan wins, I'm happy for your birthday. She's doing good, Abba's servant. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mom G says we are talking about the Amazon wheel. Yeah, I'm not on. Jessica usually does it. Unless I'm getting her Christmas presents, we just go over everything on Amazon. I never really check much of it out. I probably should. Thank you, Salem. Let's see. Yeah, they do. They vanish like literally the next day. They'll be gone tomorrow. Sharif Fabian says produce at Aldi is awful now. Well, no, I can't say that. I've gotten some. I get some produce at Aldi, and I don't know about some of the. Usually if I'm getting like apples or oranges or stuff like that, I'm getting those at Meijer. And usually when I go to Aldi, I've been trying to go to Aldi either on Tuesdays or Thursdays. It's hard for me to do Aldi on Wednesdays because that's Kroger Day. Um, but I've everything I've gotten from there has been okay. I don't really have too many complaints. I don't shop a lot of produce at Aldi though. I did get some potatoes from Aldi one time that weren't great. Like half of the bag was not good, but the other half was fine. And I got them really cheap, so And I know you can take them back and all that stuff, but yeah, that's it becomes a hassle sometimes. Because you got to ask yourself, is it worth the gas to go there and back? We ate half the potatoes. I don't know. It's the way the feathers fly sometimes. Tar Heels won. Okay. Let's see. Shelly says, thanks all. Yes, happy birthday. That's awesome. Sue Fink says, first time I've been able to catch her live. I always ask myself, is it a need or a want? When you buy something? Or to want to watch the live show? I'm just kidding. I get it. Residing in the in-between says, my produce at Kroger has been the worst over the past few months. My Aldi has been better than Kroger. Yeah, I feel like, the apples are coming from the same tree. I mean, it's really when it comes up. If you don't know by now, I eat a lot of apples. And, yeah, I can't remember the last time. I know I've gotten some from Aldi before. I think they were the Honey Crisp, and they were just okay. It's been a long time since I've bought apples from Aldi, though. I usually get them from, Kroger sometimes, but now they're getting more. They went up again. They went from $1.69 a pound to $1.89 a pound. $1.69 yesterday, $1.89. Because for those of you who don't know, Kroger's ad actually started today. So because on Thanksgiving their ad goes through Thanksgiving Day, and then today's ad will be Friday through Tuesday. Hold on, I gotta fix something on here. Do not disturb. There we go. Now all the text messages can. I think it's funny. Like, we'll be doing the live, and some people don't. And I get it. Some people don't want to comment on here, but they'll be sending me emails while they're watching the show. But I mean, and that's great. I respond to everybody after the live show. But if I have my notifications on, it'll just keep dinging and dinging. Marilyn X says Hulu usually has a Black Friday deal too. They do. It is $1.99 for a year, a month. $1.99 a month for a year. That's a great deal. Jess loves Hulu. There's some things I would watch on Hulu if it's a show that we both watch. Let's see. You have to watch that though. Make sure if you get Hulu, because you're gonna have I guarantee you're gonna have the commercials for $1.99. See what it costs per month to have a commercial free. We pay for commercial free, and I'll tell you what, like it's so much better. It's not much more than what we pay. And I think to get the $1.99, you have to be a new subscriber to Hulu. But if you do that, see how much more it is a month to get the commercial free. If it's only like $1 a month, extra a month, I would do it. Like, I mean, that's great. Captain Joe is eating Thanksgiving leftovers while we watch. That is awesome. Hope you're having some good turkey. Boy, I ate so much turkey yesterday, it was ridiculous. That's probably the most turkey I've ever had in my life. Nobody was eating it. Like, people were picking at it. I'm like, I'll take a leg. And then it was crazy. I was like, we still have a ton of leftovers. It was great, Guy and Dang. And I'm not really sure how you pronounce that, buddy. I'm sorry. Inyan? Ingayan? I don't want to say it wrong. It was great. Thank you very much. We got a lot of North Carolina fans on here. That's another reason why I asked what the score was, because I knew some people were going to be. I got a good buddy. He's a big North Carolina fan. Let's see. Hey Cheryl, how are you? I just bought Panera soup and it's almost juice. What a waste of money. Really? Well, I don't. You know, have people been noticing a lot of things with fast food lately? Like I got a burger the other day, and it's sometimes when I'm out and about, I have to get something quick on the go, and I got a burger. And you guys who watch channel know that I do not like McDonald's. I am not a McDonald's fan, but I got a burger, and I got it plain, right? Nothing else on it, with just cheese, and it was a quarter pounder. And I gotta say, like, it just tasted terrible. I don't know if it's because I don't really eat that much anymore, but I had a Wendy's burger not that long ago, and it kind of tasted the same. And I was like, man, just some of the fast food. Not only is it getting ridiculously expensive, but I don't know. Like some people have left comments saying that a lot of the stuff has changed in the stores and the restaurants and stuff. It's like I'm starting to notice some of this stuff, and I don't know if it's just the ones that we're going to. I mean that could be too. I don't know, but oh no, we've been getting a lot of comments on stuff like that. I thought of that the other day when I ate that Wendy's hamburger. I was like, you know what? This is just as bad as the McDonald's one. Maybe it's because we like making our own burgers and they're awesome. Yes, Kim Smith, Pluto TV is free, and there's a lot of good stuff on Pluto. I think Voodoo is free on some TVs. Some TVs just don't have it, I guess. Linda Farrow says Parmesan cheese was $7.34 for a 16 ounce at Walmart, and for $8.48 at Sam's for the 24 ounce. Ooh, yeah, I mean Parmesan's always kind of been a little expensive, but I mean that's a bit excessive. It's definitely gone up. That is one place that we can kind of compare prices is Sam's Club. I mean, at least here. And when we went to a couple different ones in Florida, a lot of the prices were the same. The only significant price increases or the difference in prices that I saw at Sam's Club in Florida was dairy, like milk, eggs, that stuff was more, and maybe a few other things, but a lot of the prices were the same as they are up here. Same with it's funny because I remember a year ago when we went to Publix in Tennessee down in Pigeon Forge, those prices were ridiculous. And then as we went along, Kroger has gotten, well, and Meyer, as you guys know, Myers has kind of gotten up to Publix level prices. And when we were in Florida, and most of you who watch the video know that it's like the prices down at Publix, yeah, some of the stuff is a lot higher, but a lot of the stuff is comparable now. And it's like and I was even saying that if I lived in Florida, like Winn-Dixie, I don't think I could ever shop at Winn-Dixie. That place, I don't know, like at least the one that I went to in Sarasota, it was terrible. I mean, it just, I don't know. It wasn't even that the prices were so high. It was just that place was so unorganized and just, I don't know. I don't think I could shop there. And yes, the prices were really high. Yeah. World of Hope, Panera Soup. Yeah, Panera Soup is expensive. We get the one, and you guys may have already talked about this, but we get the one at Costco. Theirs is really good. The Kirkland soup, that's way better than Panera. And the Sam's Club, in my opinion, is even better than Panera. I don't know, it's a little thicker. You got more broccoli in it. It tastes more fresh. I'm not a big fan of Panera's. You're probably right, Lori. I mean, there's something going on. And here is the big one. Salad is terrible. Lettuce is terrible. Like, what is going on with the lettuce? Every store I go to, the best looking lettuce that I've seen in a long time was at Walmart the other day, and I don't even. It was like they were really small though. They were the really small ones. But any head of lettuce around here is at least $2. But we're getting comments from all over the country. People are paying $4 or $5 for a head of lettuce. And it's like, I wonder, if they're trashing a lot of these at some, respectable stores. Like, I can't imagine a place like Publix selling the lettuce that is in some of our stores here at all. Like, they have standards. Oh, thank you, Josh. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. Hey, Danno, I hope Jess is doing better. What's the best sale you've seen this week? Well, I mean, the best sale I've seen this week they're gone. The sales are gone. So the turkeys were a good price. Kroger still has their turkey, and it says until January. 69-cent Kroger turkeys until January. Yeah, okay. Now, I mean, I don't know. They might. They'll have it until they sell out, I guess. But I mean, 69. You know how there's usually a buffer. Like December, the first 2 weeks of December, they go back up and they're back up in price. I don't know. Maybe Kroger's going to have them for that. 69 cents a pound. That's pretty good. It's hard to beat that sale. No real sales that stood out to me at Kroger today. There's a few digital coupons. Nothing that nobody ever really talks about. Kroger today was all out of sorts. I feel like, and you know what? I'm sure a lot of people, our Kroger, I think, closed at 5 o'clock yesterday so that everybody could be home with their families, which honestly, they should just close all day. I'm one of them believers where it's like, I hate the whole shop Black Friday on Thursday. It's like, I think that hurts store sales, because when you're driving down, I get up early. I got up at like 4:30 last year. I was out the door at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm looking at stores and stuff, and it's like there's like nobody there, and it's like and that's because they all went to the store after Thanksgiving, because Walmart would open at 6 o'clock at night. I don't know if there were a lot of them that did that yesterday. I think Target did. Kohl's did. I know that, and Walmart does. I don't know, but I don't. I think people should be with their families. They shouldn't have to work. But then again, there's some people. Hey, I had lunch. It'd be nice to go get double pay, right? Time and a half or double holiday pay, all that stuff. I understand that too. Metal Kicks says, my Aldi has the new self-checkout. I use it today. I saw that some Krogers have the new scan and go shopping carts. Does yours have? No, they don't. Nope. I don't know if they will. Maybe someday. I don't know. And I don't think our Aldi is going to do self-checkout. But, every time I say something like that, next week. One thing I did notice at Kroger today were lots of low price stickers that weren't there before. And you guys know what happens when they slap, because why else would they put low price stickers on there? I look at it as a warning. Like, we know these prices are going up, so we're going to let you know this is low price. Because they have no reason to put those stickers up other than to draw you to that product, right? But I mean, that's not... people are smarter than that these days. At least I think they are. I mean, I feel like they are. People come up to me all the time, who know me from the channel, and they say, "Hey, Danno, did you see that low price?" And I was like, "I saw it." Oh, I can't say because it's a store I went to for just today. So nuts. I'll mention it after Christmas. Not that it really matters, I guess, because she wouldn't know what it was probably anyway. Well, let's see. Kim says, I have not bought lettuce in years. I grow my own leaf lettuce, several varieties, and no recalls. Oh, that's another thing, too. Knock on wood, there ain't been a lot of recalls lately. And I probably just shouldn't have said that because, as soon as I do, it's going to come flooding in. Yeah, lettuce has been terrible. Absolutely terrible. And it's like restaurants are resorting to other types of salads. They're not making like iceberg salads anymore. They're making like spring mixes and stuff, which is great. I like that better anyway. But you notice like salads are costing more. Some places are even charging an extra fee for a house salad. I mean, they got to pay a little more for it. I understand that. It's just another thing. It's another icing on the cake. Eileen says, Dana, what kind of coffee are you drinking? Pike's Place, Starbucks. I needed something a little strong tonight. I have so much coffee, it's ridiculous. I have been, I like variety, as you guys know. I'm about to open up my last bag of the Buc-ee's coffee that a friend of mine sent to me a while back, and it's really good coffee. I've been saving it because I feel like it's kind of a cold weather coffee. It's smooth, not very strong, but it is really good. It's the Buc-ee's House Blend, and I have a Christmas Place from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I still have a bag of the Christmas Inn coffee, and it's really good. It's got kind of like a hazelnut flavor, which I'm not a big fan of hazelnut, but it's mild, right? It's smooth. It's a good night coffee. This is not. This is a morning coffee that I'm drinking to try and stay awake. But yeah, I'm waiting. I think Dunkin' Donuts is supposed to be going back on sale at Sam's Club. And now I believe it probably already has because I've been seeing Dunkin' Donuts on sale everywhere. So I'll probably buy one of the big containers of those. That's a great deal. When it goes on sale for, I think it's $19.99 or something. Might be a little more now because the regular price went up. The regular price is like $23.86 or almost $24 or $23.56. But you get 45 ounces compared to the store or compared to Kroger's, which is $22.99 for 30 ounces. Kroger's does have their Dunkin' Donuts on sale this week though for $19.99. So 30 ounces for $20. That's what the regular price was last year. But I mean, it is what it is. But I'm probably going to be going to Sam's Club here anyway to do a video. So might as well just wait. I like this time of year though because there's always something that I can get that's on sale there. Like this Pike's Place coffee I bought at Starbucks, it was $34 for 72 of them on sale. I saved like $7. Hey Corey, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving. You did make it. Let's see. John Esper says, I hate self-checkout. They're eliminating jobs. Well, I don't think so. And the reason why I say that, maybe for some places, but every store now that I shop at has in-store shoppers, right, for pickup orders. We're seeing more and more and more of these. And I hope that if that's the case, this is what they're going to be doing. I actually talked to a manager. He's he's still a manager at Kroger, but he does the click list now. He got tired of dealing with all the headaches, of everything else, and now he shops for people in the store. He's an awesome guy, and he loves it. He loves it. I was talking to him about this one time, and he said, because they were talking about adding nothing but self checkouts at Kroger, and he said that ain't never going to happen. But and the funny thing is, too, like a month later, they added like 3 more self checkouts, but they still have way more. They still have plenty of the other checkouts people. But he was telling me that if ever they do, all these people are going to have a job here. So it's a little different than what it was 10 years ago when we were saying this. Corey says, "Hey, Danno, hope Jess is doing well." Oh, I already read that. Yes, Jess is doing much better. Still a little groggy. That was a traumatic event, and we got a lot of comments of people who have suffered the same thing, and yeah, I mean it was intense, and we didn't know, she has had these before, like 2 other times in her life, but not like this. And when she said that this is different, I was like, get in the car. Sputterspark says, "I want to try and grow my own microgreen lettuce." I want to grow mine too, and I can do it in here. I can't because we have no room. We have no room. I am resorting to a corner in our little office slash craft room slash war room slash everything. So we are hoping to maybe start looking for a house next year at some point. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to have to because we just have no room at all. I need a little bit of breathable space. You guys want to see a Christmas tree? Check that out. That's our office tree. Don't mind the mess. Sorry, I had to show you. This is actually my favorite tree. We have a couple trees. We got our living room tree out there that has, and she just put up all the ornaments, so I'll probably be adding that into a video here at some point. We have so many different ornaments. Jessica is an elf, and she's like a pro at it. But yeah, this tree right here, I probably didn't get a good look at it because I'm not using the camera. But it's beautiful. It's all purple and gold ornaments. Looks royal, like royalty. Makes me feel special. Walton says, "Is Dunkin' good? I've been wanting to try it." Yeah, I will tell you the secret for me with Dunkin' Donuts: don't use too much. Don't, whatever you use in your coffee pot, don't, if you like it strong, that's all well and good. Dunkin's kind of strong anyway. So what you would normally, okay, say you use Folgers. Okay, if you're using Folgers and you're using like a heaping teaspoon for like every cup that you're making, basically cut it in half of maybe a little more than half of what you would use for Dunkin'. I think that is uh, the perfect level, the perfect taste factor for Dunkin' Donuts. Because that's one where if you put too much in it, it tastes really like bitter and just off. I don't know. Christy Miller says, "Oh, okay, Tanette, sorry. Did I miss something?" Have a good night, Tanette. Christy Miller says, "I don't know what is going on with Aldi's, but our Walmart is much cheaper. I don't have much to choose from when it comes to groceries. We had a new grocery store, and it was supposed to be great." Yeah, hopefully, I don't know. Walmart and Aldi's prices are very comparable now. Look at the canned vegetables, canned beans, um, and that's where you really see now. Walmart's produce is ridiculously expensive. So and I would argue Aldi's produce is better than Walmart in every shape and form. I mean, I don't buy produce at Walmart. I know a lot of people shop at Walmart, and yours may be way different than ours. But we've been to a lot of WalMarts across the country where we've covered. It's like I can always find 5 to maybe 10 things that I probably wouldn't buy of the produce at Walmart just because it looks terrible. When we were down in Florida, I couldn't believe half the things that we were seeing. Those potatoes that look like they've been sitting there for a year. I mean, they were black, moldy, like in the store. Couldn't even wait to get home. I don't know. It was crazy. But yeah, prices on, when I saw, and I don't know if this was the right price, okay? But now since I saw Kroger's prices on the Roma tomatoes, I'm thinking those ones at Walmart were $1.98 a pound because Kroger's Roma tomatoes just went up to $1.79 a pound. That is up from $1.39 a pound like a week ago. And they look terrible. So it's like, I don't know if they're just like, well, slap a really high price on there because nobody's buying them so we can make up for some of the loss. I really don't know the whole thought process and all that, but if I was a gambling man, that would be it. Is they're not selling them and they'll take whatever they can get. Hey, Madeline, how are you? Janice doesn't like self checkouts. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, a lot of people don't. I do because I am a penny pension. I it's the easiest way for me to know that I'm not spending a dime more than what it says on the sticker. And when I go through self checkout, and that's another thing too, is I don't want to be holding up the line behind me when I say, well, sir, I'm sorry, I need to look at every one of those. I'm weird like that, but I don't want to pay for my stuff and then have to go out of line and then find out that 5 of the things rang up wrong. And now I have to wait in this mile long line at customer service to get my money back. That's why I just go through self checkout anymore. But I understand why a lot of people don't, if you're buying, $300 worth of groceries, yeah, self checkout's not really going to work for you. But even at that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm kind of I have like a love hate relationship with self checkout because sometimes it's like, and you have people, and if I'm spending like that kind of money at Kroger's, which I never do, I do at Sam's Club, but not. I don't feel like I'm really getting the value at Kroger when I spend that much money. Um, I feel like a lot of it gets wasted. And I don't know. I've always been like that. I always make sure that I'm getting my money's worth, you know. And you do, even though I haven't had a lot of issues with the digital coupons lately, we've had comments that a lot of them have been messing up. And I remember when they first started this, it was messing up all the time, and people didn't even really know or think about it. I wonder how much money they made off of people not knowing that this wasn't coming off. And I would see receipts later on. It's like, yeah, this never came off my bill. I went back and got my money. I don't care if it was $1. The next time I went to the store, I would take it up there and I'd get my dollar, hoping that they would fix the system. And about 7 or 8 years later, they did. It took a while. Hey, Margin. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, thank Jess. Eileen says, I must have been a big stone. Love you, Jess. It must have. Okay, it must have. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. We would think that she passed it in the hospital. Yeah. Thank you, Ree. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's a nice tree. I love this one. Margin says, everyone, please be safe this holiday season. Absolutely. Everybody be safe. These days, like today, when I was out driving, just all kinds of craziness. People running red lights, like not just one person, like 3 or 4 people blowing through the light. It's like, what are you doing? You're racing to Walmart, right? Or you're obviously, I don't know. You're not racing to get to work. It's like, I mean, you might be. You could be working night shift. but not 3 cars in a row. And then you see them pull into Walmart like you're going to get to what you're getting any faster. James Brown says Dunkin' K-Cups are good. They are good. I feel like out of most Keurig cups, Dunkin' is actually the best. Starbucks is good too. They're doing well, Margin. Thank you very much. Thank you for asking. Kim Quinn says Walmart is too expensive. It depends on what you're getting, I guess. You know, it's like if you're shopping for clothes, if you're shopping for toys, I don't know about toys. But, you know, if you're shopping for pretty much anything other than food, if you're talking about food, then yeah, I hear you. But Walmart is still cheaper on a lot of different food items, too, than a lot of stores. This is the thing that we were talking about last year when we saw that prices were going through the roof and that, you know, and it was really the whole empty shelves craziness that got all this started was that, you know, it wasn't as much of a concern as how much we're going to pay once it comes back. It was get the stuff in the stores, you know, you know, and that's what it was. The store pays more for the trucks. They pay the drivers more. That gets passed on down to us. And you know, it's the cycle of the grocery business. But now that they've made all their money, you notice that the prices aren't coming down. And that's what disgusts me. And we're continuing to see these things go up, even though prices have been level on everything else for a long time. You know, gas crept back up a little bit, but not enough to significantly punch in the mouth at the grocery stores. You know, it's like it's been level for months now, and yet we're still continuing to see things go up. And that's what's disturbing. And they're all getting away with it. Costco 48-ounce Folgers coffee, $8.99. Bought 6 of them. It was $9.99 at ours, and I would check that. I would check that can, James, because it's 43.5 ounces now. Because ours dropped from 51 ounces to 43.5 ounces, which is a significant shrinkflation. But I mean, still at $8.99, that's a great deal. And if you are getting 48 ounces, that's awesome. Joyce Meadows says, I think it depends on the Walmart and location. I hate self-checkout. Doesn't work for disabled people. I can see that. I can see that. And, yeah, it does depend on what Walmart. Margin says, that is why I look at the prices as they ring up. Absolutely. LJ Graham says, Costco or Sam's Club, which is better and why? Okay, you know, I've been waiting for someone to ask me that question. I like Sam's Club better. I do. Hands down. I do like Costco, but there are things that I don't like. One, it's a far drive for me. That's why I don't do as many Costco videos. I like Costco. Been kind of exploring some other things with Jess that I really haven't put in the videos, like some of the clothing, which I probably should, you know, because I'm sure people are interested in that too. But, you know, a lot of things, simple things like batteries, saw batteries went up there. But I don't know. I feel like Sam's Club is more me. I like. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I do like Sam's Club better, but I haven't explored Costco enough to really say that I like all the food at Sam's Club better. Because there's a lot of stuff I like at Costco. I love Costco's hamburger. Their hamburger's great. Their soups are awesome. Their cheesecake is phenomenal. That is incredible. And it's pricey. It's like $16, which really I don't feel is that pricey for as big and thick as that cheesecake is. And I mean, if you're like somebody compared it to the Cheesecake Factory, I'm like, you can't really compare it to that because it doesn't have all the stuff on it, you know, all the extras and chocolates and all that. But you can add that stuff, and a slice of cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory is like $8 or $9. So you figure 2 of those pieces, you probably get 12 to 13 of those size pieces out of that cheesecake at Costco, and it's amazing. I love it. But yeah, Sam's Club is my favorite. Sandy says, I'm an avid backyard gardener and can year round. I have a feeling things are going to get much worse. Well, let's hope not. But it's good to plan, right? Pray for peace, prepare for war, or however that goes. Or plan for peace, or plan for war, hope for peace, plan for war, I guess. Something like that. You get it. Let's see. There he is. John Glukowski. Hello, buddy. How are you? Marge Bowling says, good evening. So glad to hear everyone is on the mend. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Michelle Flo says, I still have to hold up the line waiting on an employee to correct the price, even at self-checkout. That does, yeah. It does happen. Margin says, everyone drives badly during the holidays. Yes. Yes. And you know what it is? You have a lot of super cautious drivers mixed with, I'm going to go right to the speed limit drivers, mixed with the 16-year-old who's borrowing his dad's Ferrari, and it's like, that is a bad mix of traffic. Ferrari? Did I just say that? Ain't no Ferraris over here. LJ Graham says, Danno, we love how sweet and down to earth you and Jess are, super relatable, and we love how you guys help people. Thank you very much. Thank you. Lori says, Kroger Boost was awesome. Trucks are very clean. Everything was kept cold and frozen, and the drivers carried my bags in the house for me. Got my order the next day. That is awesome. Awesome. Good to hear. I'm glad to get a good comment on it. We've gotten quite a few bad comments since I did that video. But, I've noticed that they are all over the place now. I would say probably a few months ago, we would see maybe one a day. Now they're everywhere. So, yeah, it's looking like, at least for around here, which they should, because Kroger is Cincinnati. Like, if not saying that they should. There's been a lot of people that have been saying that their service is not in their area. Well, that's not what they say on their website. It says nationwide. And when you say nationwide, that makes me think no matter where you are, right? Amazon's not going to turn you down. So Kroger's they need to either change their site, and they need to fix that app. That app is kind of, I don't know. It's easy for me and probably you, Lori, but for people who've never done it before or used it before, it is pretty confusing. And if it does look confusing on your phone, get on your computer. Everything is easier on computer than on your mobile. Corey says, oh wait. Eileen says, oh my goodness. I'm stumbling on my typing. Time for my bed. Have a good night, Eileen. Corey says, Danno, I saw a Kroger that pickup in store is not good service. There was a handicapped man waiting on his groceries, and he was waiting for over an hour. So I helped find someone to get his groceries. First of all, that is awesome of you. That's the first complaint I've ever heard about it. Ever. At least at our Kroger's around here, they're pretty top notch about it, and they're on it. I know some people that do the pickup service, and they absolutely love it. Sometimes it takes a little while, if they're shorthanded or something like that. An hour though, that's way too long. And yeah, that's awful good of you to do that. Margin says, what I like about Costco is they take anything back without harassing you. That is awesome. That's one thing I like about Aldi, too. John Chua says, I mainly shop at Whole Foods Market. WFM Market, or Whole Foods Market bans over 230 plus ingredients from all food that we sell, including hydrogenated fats, high fructose corn syrup, and sweeteners such as aspartame and sucralose. How'd they do with that organic meat? Oh, I'm just kidding. Yeah, every store has something that slips or something, I don't know. I like Whole Foods Market. For the prices of what things are today, it's not very close to us at all. Otherwise, I would go there more. Um, but they do have some good products, and I will say their produce is top notch. I bought some apples, Granny Smith apples. They looked really good. I'm not even a big fan of Granny Smith apples, but I ate them all. It was like a 2 pound bag. I think it was like $4, but I mean they were really good. They were little tiny ones. I mean they were small, but they were delicious. I like smaller apples. I feel like they pack a lot more flavor. JL says, after being a loyal brand customer for years, what have they done for me? Just raise their prices. Yeah, yeah. I was trying to rebuttal that for a second, but yeah, you got me. I don't even know. Like the only thing I can say is that we're seeing products of store brands get high too. We're seeing them go up in price too. Mostly Kroger, which is kind of shocking. You would think that they'd be one of the last ones to raise their prices. We're seeing price increases on more Kroger products now than we've ever seen before. And it's unfortunate. And the times when these happen are when other things are staying neutral for a while. Look at Folgers coffee, right? It went up to $11.99, right? They dropped their price to $11.49. That doesn't sound like much, right? And they dropped their classic roast to $10.99. So a couple significant price decreases from Folgers. That next week, we see the Kroger coffee, cheap coffee, and I don't mean price, I mean cheap quality. I'm not a big fan of Kroger's coffee. The donut shop blend I can deal with if it's really cheap, but I will never pay $8.99 for a can of Kroger coffee. Ever. I will spend the extra dollar on Folgers, and I'm sure a lot of people are thinking this. And I actually bring this up in tomorrow's video. Now, Kroger coffee was $4.99 last year. A little bit before Thanksgiving, it was $4.99 a can, regular price. Okay. It has gone up $5 in a year. That's almost 100% price increase on Kroger coffee. Unacceptable. And that's I go into it a little bit in the video, but I was, it's like at what point do people just say, okay, well, I'm just going to get the Folgers that I used to drink, right? Because it's only $1 more. Look at Maxwell House. Maxwell House went down to $9.99. That next week, after Maxwell House went down to $9.99, what happened? Kroger went up to $8.99. Went from $7.99 when Folgers went down initially, and then when Maxwell House went down to $9.99, they raised their price. Now when we see their coffee, they just put low price stickers on all the Kroger coffee. Well, anybody that shops at Kroger all the time knows that that's not a low price. And that makes me think, are you trying to mess with me? Right? Like it makes me kind of want to rebel a little bit if I'm a Kroger coffee drinker and say, well, no, this ain't a low price. So and then is it going to get higher? Is it going to get more expensive? I don't know, but I do know that it's not great coffee for that expensive a price. So Kroger better, I don't know. I mean, maybe they're paying a lot more for it. I don't know that either, but something's going to have to happen. And maybe they'll just try to dump it all on a digital coupon like they tried to do for $5.99 a few weeks ago. Remember when it went up to $8.99? They softened the blow by saying, "Oh no, get it for $5.99 now, so that you get used to it, right? The coffee, and then when you come back, you're going to pay $8.99 for it." It was completely full today. Nobody's paying that price, which I'm glad because that's going to drive the price down. Or will it? It depends on if Folgers and Maxwell House can keep their coffee down because those are the competitors. Those are the competitors that everybody buys. You're either a Folgers drinker or you're a Maxwell House drinker, or you're like me and you like Starbucks, or you just like variety. I mean, it's out of all the thousands of subscribers we have and thousands of people that I've talked to, if I did a poll today of what the most coffee you drink is, it's either Folgers or Maxwell House all the time. So that's why we cover that all the time in those prices. Alrighty. LJ Graham says, have you done any deliveries with Sam's Club, Costco, or grocery stores? No, not really. Amazon. We did Amazon for a while when everything was shut down, and we were getting stuff that was out of date. And, it was like, we had a bread. I remember, like, we had bread that expired, like, the next day. And it lasted for a few days past that. But I don't know. It's like, I could do it. But because of my job, what I'm doing here, it's like, I know what sales are coming up. I know when they're coming. You know what I'm saying? Like I find the deals as I go along. It doesn't really benefit us to have stuff shipped to our place. Maybe someday. I have thought about maybe test trying some stuff, just maybe for a video. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, I don't really do it. FMX 101 says, we don't have a Kroger here. Can you do a video that covers women's underwear? Okay. I'm good. You can. I'm sure a lot of people will probably watch it. YouTube will ban the video, but, why not? Let's see. Lori says, talking to Sandy. GMA says, recently I've had several delivery orders canceled by Walmart. I've been hearing this more and more lately. So contacted my local Kroger, and they're not only filled my order, but delivered it within hours at no extra charge. Well, that's awesome. That's good to hear. I've been hearing that about Walmart lately. Canceling out orders. I think that has something to do with when you don't want things exchanged, right? Like if you want there's something you have to click on with Walmart's delivery system, uh, where if they don't have a product, just don't give me a substitute, basically. And I think that may trigger off the system sometimes. I know that was happening with Target too. So it might be something you may have to re-put in the order. But you know what? After you do all that, that's the last thing you want to do. Why do I got to redo all this? Eileen shopping Walmart and Kroger mostly. Lori says I was not impressed with Kroger coffee either. Yeah, I don't know. It's really cheap coffee. Cheap, as in not great. Some of it's okay. You know what's funny is I actually the Kroger donut shop coffee I like in the Keurig pods more than I do in the can. I don't know why that is. Tastes stronger, which is weird because you wouldn't think that. Let's see. Bonnie Springer says my husband and I liked flavored coffee, and Kroger had their brand for $4.99, and it was good. Uh, in the can for $4.99. I mean, that's a good deal. I know they sold it. It was on a digital coupon last week or week before for $5.99. Some people like the 100% Colombian Kroger coffee. That's shrinkflated too. It's been a while. It's been like a year, but yeah, that shrunk. Effie Larkin says, hello, happy Thanksgiving. Hello to you, Effie. Happy Thanksgiving. Eileen says, I think I will buy them then. FMX says, shopping at Dollar Tree this Christmas. Got some nice little toys. Nice little stocking stuffers. That kind of stuff's definitely worth $1.25. I mean, they got puzzles, like giant puzzles for $1.25. Disney puzzles. Sandy says I use Butcher Box delivery for meats. I've heard good things. I know it's a little pricey, but you get what you pay for. It's good quality. Lisa Graham says, thanks for answering. Or LJ Graham, sorry. Thanks for answering. I didn't know you could get groceries on Amazon. We live in Canada and can't do that here. Very cool. Yeah, it's Amazon Fresh, I think it's called. Jillian Salter says, I used to drink Maxwell House all the time, but switched to Green Mountain. Close to the same taste. It is close to the same. That's funny because when I had some Green Mountain coffee, it's been a while, and I was like, this tastes a lot like Maxwell House, like the original roast. Eileen says, thank you, Alligator Mouth. A Word of Hope says, oh, I thought about Butcher Box. Is it worth it? I've heard nothing but good things. Lori says, several of my friends had Walmart cancel their deliveries. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of comments on it, and there's been a couple family members I've talked to where they had some issues. Madeline, hello. Hope you're doing well. Yes, we are. Hope you are too. Margin says, I think delivery is good when you cannot drive or you have had medical issues, but if you can drive, I do so because I can pick the fresh produce. Yes, yes. And that's the thing, like, and that's where I would order online foods and stuff, but lots of issues, with produce. It's like stuff that I want to look at, before I buy. But yes, if you're handicapped, you don't drive, stuff like that, absolutely. And then, yeah, you may have to deal with a hassle of having to return some stuff. Usually, Amazon, they say keep it, and they'll bring you a whole other thing of it, with your order. So they're pretty good about stuff like that. But and I guess it's kind of a trade off, right? It's like if you get the stuff that you paid too much for at the store, if it's bad, you have to drive it back to the store. Be a hassle sending it back if you had to, but you're not having to drive to the store to take it back. So it's like, because I hate that. I hate when I get something online and it's wrong. Like I ordered a 2X and this is a small. Really? But and then you got to drive it to an Amazon drop off or wherever's closest. That can be a headache. JL says Burger King coffee is Green Mountain. It is? I didn't know that. I mean, I don't even know if I've ever had Burger King coffee. Metal Kick says, what do you think about that manager? I didn't know that. I don't know. I mean, I hope he goes to jail. Man, that's terrible. I didn't even hear about that. I don't watch too much of the news, at least on TV. Maybe on YouTube. James Brown says, I'm shopping at local store by me, but has all I needs mom and pop. I spent $35. More than store big one don't need. I don't even know. I don't know what you're saying here, buddy. Sorry. Give me a second. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Everybody knows me around here, so everybody calls me by my first name or Danno, basically. But I know what you mean. Eileen says I can drink it by the pot though. Which one? Coffee in general? Bonnie Springer says that was flavored coffee. Okay. Like the hazelnut. I know they have a couple different kinds that come out. They go away for a while and then they'll come out again. Jillian Salter says JL, that's what I'm saying. And a good price. Okay. Alligator Mouse says most of the time when I do a Walmart delivery, the items I order gets shipped from all different locations in different states and not from the local Walmart within my area. Don't you hate that? Oh, I know what you mean. I ordered something from Target one time because they didn't have it in the store. Right now, it was supposed to come from Florence, Kentucky. It came from Washington and then went to Pennsylvania and then this other place and then finally made it here a day later than they said it would. And I was like, wow, like what happened to just shipping it from Florence? It would have been here the next day. Really, I should have just drove down there and got it, I guess. It's about 40 minutes. Well, about a 40-minute drive. I don't know. I had free shipping, so it didn't matter anyway. Uh, Eileen says, I will go buy a bunch of coffees to give them a try. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, wait till they're on sale. This like, I feel like Meyer brand has some good coffees. Some of them are good. I've tried a couple lately. The breakfast blend is pretty good. The donut shop blend is really good. I like a lot of donut shop coffee. But if they're not on sale, Kroger has their pods on sale this week of the Kroger coffee for $3.99. Now that's $1 off. It is a digital coupon. Um, but yeah, when they're on sale, buy up a couple. You really don't know what you're gonna like till you try it. I wouldn't get like the regular original. I don't know. I don't really know what to compare it to. I feel like the original Kroger coffee, just the regular, is like kind of watered down. I know that it's hard to. It's not strong at all, at all. The Colombian is okay, but it's still really bitter. And when I say okay, I mean it's like I'm completely out, and I just happen to have this in my cabinet, and then I'm still thinking about going to the store to get something else, something different. Oh, I don't know. I'm funny with my coffee. Let's see. FMX, hi from Texas. Madeline Claire says, thanks, Danno. Rough week all around. Holidays suck. No, no. Sometimes you just got some hurdles you got to get through. I love the holidays. I love the holidays. And, it's one of the things with everything that happened this last week, it gave us so much to be thankful for, and I just thank God everybody was okay. And, yeah, it was a great, great, we had a great Thanksgiving. It was wonderful. Thank you, Josh, for the super chat here. Appreciate that. The $1.99 question: Gold Star or Skyline? Skyline. Skyline. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Um, you know, they took away our Gold Star. Our Gold Star's gone, and it really pissed me off. Oops. Sorry. That's not really a cuss word. It did. I love Gold Star cheese conies. But they took Gold Star away, and that really upset me because I love their cheese conies. But now all we have is Skyline. But so I like the Skyline chili three ways better than I do the Gold Star three ways. But I like the Gold Star cheese conies better than the Skyline cheese conies. I feel like that's most people. Most people who I talk, we actually did a video on this. If you just type in Adventures with Danno, Gold Star versus Skyline, that video will pop up for you. Me and Jessica actually do a taste test and see which one we like better. We've been eating it our whole life, so it's we can easily tell which one's which, but I literally go to both restaurants and get the spaghetti and the cheese, one of each. We kind of just split it. But yeah, they're both good. Bonnie says Omaha is delivered. Yes. Oh, you were not thrilled. Oh, okay. Joyce Meadow says my Kohl's has free return to Amazon when you use their shopping code. Yes. Yes. Ours does too. Oh. Linda Farrow says I ordered my meat from Wild Fork. Word of Hope says, yeah, I don't like other people picking my produce for me. Yeah, I just feel like they're just not going to care. Unless, I'm sure some people do. Brandon Graham says, hey, Danno, great to catch you live. Keep up the good work. You're helping lots of people. Thank you. Thank you very much. Margin says, if you have food stamps, you don't have to pay for Prime for Amazon food. That's awesome. That's good to know. Madeline says, Walmart used to leave my orders at the wrong house. Good thing they take pictures. Yeah, Amazon's done that to us a few times. I hate that. Luckily, we got good neighbors. Momsy Thomas says, as far as I know, it's only delivery. I must have missed something. Well, hello, Momsy. Good you're on here. For Omaha. This is why I gotta keep up in real time, because whenever I start going back, I like completely lose it. LJ Graham says, when are we going to see your Christmas villages? We just started to build one. Excited to see yours and Jessica's. Yeah, well, we were going to do something like that this weekend, but with Jessica kind of on the mend, I'd like her to be in the video and kind of show things off, so probably going to wait for that. But soon. Putting the finishing touches up on everything. 54 Cal says, try Jonah Gold apples from a local orchard. Yes. Oh my goodness. Been on here a while. Linda Farrow says, I'm going to attempt to make my own hot cocoa mix. That sounds good. Caddis. Hey, Caddis. Shortages have forced me to try new items and upgrade others. I've recently discovered the joys of quality cheeses. At this point, there isn't much price difference. Interesting thing here. So I always refused to buy Walmart cheese. Never. I was like, I'm not buying cheese from Walmart. I'm not getting a great value cheese. Then when I started doing the channel and everything, I had all kinds of people saying, no, you need to try great value cheese. It's really good. And like even breaking down things of why even some of the great value cheese is better for you than some of the other cheeses. I kind of looked into it a little bit. I'm like, okay, we're going to try it. It's great. Their sliced cheese, their shredded cheese. We get the big bags of shredded cheese. Like when they had a rollback offer on it a little while ago. I think it was $5.48 or something because it's gotten expensive now. It's like $7.48 for like 2 pounds. And but their regular sliced cheese, it went up, like everything else, but it's $2.22 now. It's been that for a little while. But Kroger's cheese is $2.49 regular price. And let's see, Myers, theirs actually went down. It's $2.29 now again. That's funny because they went up to $2.49, down to $2.39, now back down to $2.29, which is what it was months ago. So good there. Not a huge fan of Meyer cheese anymore. I don't know. It doesn't really taste the same. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Getting used to that Walmart cheese, I guess. Kroger cheese is pretty good. The sliced cheese. When they have it on sales, I get theirs. But yeah, I was really surprised with Walmart cheese. Let's see. Bonnie says, FYI, my Meijer here in Indy has their Angus Burger monthly $6 on sale, $1.99 through the 27th of November. Wow. That's a good deal. I'll have to check out our Meijer on Monday. They didn't have that this week. That's almost worth a trip out to Indianapolis. That ain't far. About an hour drive for me. Julie says, Linda, there's a cocoa recipe on the Hershey box. Yes, there is. Kevin Foley says, waffle fries went from $4.98 per bag to $7.98 at Sam's. Wow. Jeez. Things go up in the masses at Sam's Club. Like I don't, I try to keep it even. I don't try to make, I never want to freak anybody out in the video. So I always try to keep it as calm as possible. But some of these times when I'm not, before I hit the record button, I'm, some expletives are going on in my head. GMA says to FMX, strong coffee is the best. Yes. Erica likes Skyline. Good choice. Jessica's a Skyline too, if you're wondering. Yeah, if you haven't and you're curious, check that out. It's a video we did a long time ago, so it would be easier. You can literally just go on YouTube's thing, go to the search, little magnifying glass search thing, and type in Adventures with Danno Skyline Chili, and it'll probably come up, or Skyline versus Gold Star. I love doing those kind of videos. We need to do more of those. Phil Lopez says, Danno, love your information channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, also, don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. The like button helps spread us out across the YouTube universe. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We do these videos every day. Boy, that's awful sad. I missed the day. You know, because I started thinking, I don't think I've missed one video in over a year and a half. Because I was thinking even Christmas, I had done a couple videos before Christmas so that I could keep them going. Like I did like a couple videos in one day, which I'll probably do this year on Christmas. But you know what? I guess it was a sign that I needed to slow down for a day. And in the future, I probably will be taking a day off here and there just to chill or spend, go like, so like if I do some traveling, right? Because I want to do some traveling to see some stores, in other areas, check out some stores that a lot of you guys shop at that I never really get to check out. People have mentioned doing like a virtual tour of some of the stores and maybe some of the sales, which is a great idea, and I may do that in the future. But I'd like to do maybe some traveling down to central or southern Kentucky, some of the different stores down there, maybe northern Ohio, out west in Indianapolis, and even some of the stuff in Virginia, West Virginia, and some stuff up along the East Coast. Now, the East Coast, I'm not going to fight the bad weather, so that'll be in like the summertime if I do something like that. But yeah, I'd like to do more stuff like that. But my point is that when I go out of town somewhere, there's always things that are going to be a little bit different. So usually what I'll do is I'll do a couple videos in one day just so that next day I can take off while still having another video out and then just having to edit that day. So that is kind of like having a day off for me. At least I'm not, grinding it out like I am most days. Joyce Meta says, I love your show, Danno. Thank you very much. Thank you. Linda says, Bonnie, they ship all over the U.S. Fiona says, thank you. Tommy Kramer, hey, buddy. You doing Walmart this coming week? Maybe. I don't know. If I do, it's probably going to be a different Walmart because I'm getting tired of going to ours. Ours is kind of a small Walmart. It's not like some of the super Walmarts. I may go back up north to the other one. We'll see. Linda says they have app or website. I assume you're talking to someone else. LJ Graham says, thanks, Danno. Hope she's better soon. Is just a Disney fan, seeing lots of ears behind you. Yes, she is the biggest Disney fan. In our own Disney magical way. May not agree with a lot of the things going on as far as the price. And then we're coming down to the prices again. They just raised our ticket prices again, which doesn't really affect us because Jess figures out the best deals on tickets. We never spend that kind of money. From everything from where we stay to ticket prices and stuff like that. When you go on a vacation, you want to go to Disney World, there are ways that you can save money. We wouldn't be able to do it otherwise. It's way too expensive. But if you plan like we do a year in advance, yes, you can see all her Disney. Every one of these things, see these little Disney statues right here? I bought these for years from Hallmark. These are the Jim Shore collection. They don't sell them anymore. I mean, they sell them, like you can buy them online, but that's something you really need to look at before you buy it, because some of them, there'll be a little paint chip or something, um, and yeah, you don't want to spend that kind of money on something like that and have it messed up in any way. Let's see what else Disney we got here. We got my Adventures is Out There. Well, I got this at Ollie's of all places. Or wait a minute, Ollie's or Big Lots? Maybe that was Big Lots. Oh no, it's kind of funny looking at everything in the background. I didn't even notice. I don't notice anymore. And if any of you are crafters, you know what this stuff is. Bunch of vinyl. Jess has a Cricut, and she does a lot of cutout things. She's a big crafter. I keep telling her she needs to do a YouTube channel where she does a bunch of these crafting and things. I think people would love that. And she's a professional at it, like a pro. She don't give herself enough credit, but very, very attention to detail in everything she does. Alligator Mouse says, okay, so I had to Google what Gold Star versus Skyline was. Google it? No, I did a video on it. I mean, actually, my video is probably on Google. You could probably literally Google Adventures with Danno, Gold Star versus Skyline, and my video will come up. I meant on YouTube. Corey says Danno, Bengals, and Titans Sunday will be a great game. Yes, it will. It's gonna be a one big team versus the next big team. It's gonna be a battle. Eileen says I buy a lot and freeze the cheese. My last sale was $1.49 at Kroger. Yeah, we bought them up. I bought them on my card for the 5. Because the digital coupon you give up to 5, and then Jess used her Kroger Plus card, so we got 10 total. I like seeing the expiration date on them too. Good until June of 23. Yeah, we'll go through it by then. We'll be through that probably New Year's. Well, not that far, or not that close, but Curtis Reed, hello to you. Pa Lady says, why is Meijer having their chicken wings for $1.99 a pound recently? Quite a reduction in price. Is this to get people in their store? I have not seen any chicken wings at Meijer lately. That could be because maybe they're getting bought up. I don't know. I haven't seen any Meijer brand chicken wings in a while. And when I did, they were $3.98 a pound. They went on sale for $2.98 a pound a couple months ago, but I don't think since then I've seen any. Eileen says, Danno, it happens to us all. GMA says, pumpkin bread is done. That sounds good. I agree, Alligator. It is crazy to think how much chicken wings. Yeah, it's just nuts. It's supply and demand. You have a lot of people, more and more people eat chicken wings now, probably more than they ever have in the last 20 years. And that's what it is. It's they know they can make the money on it. They say there's a shortage, and boom, everybody's buying them. GMA says, making apple fritters now. Where are you? Yeah, send some my way. That sounds delicious. Lori says, I am glad you took today off. You need to take care of yourself. Thank you, Lori. And Lori, congratulations on your 1,000 subscriber. I meant to mention this earlier, but brain just getting boggled here. Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry just crossed 1,000 subscribers. That is quite a milestone. I was happy to join your live show the other night. That was a lot of fun. I knew you were close. I see your channel and everything, and that is so awesome. Glad you got your application in there. And like I said, if you have any questions, just you can email me or something. There's some things that it's kind of crazy at first, but a lot of it's pretty self-explanatory. But congratulations, that is really awesome. Bonnie says, I like the videos you do when you are on vacation. I do too. I wish I could do those videos every day. I really do. We hope to go to Festival of Lights. I got to renew my Zoo Pass. You know, the Festival of Lights is so awesome, but it's like, I don't know if I'm going to renew. I may just get one of them because I can always find, I'll call them up, be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to do a video of your zoo again. How about you let me in for free? It's like all these places email me and everything. Oh, yes, we love the video you did. We'd like for you to come back and do more. Sure, I bet you would. Yeah. That first few were free. Now it's you pay the pro prices. And that's really why it's like some of these places, like some of it I won't go into because, it's like some places around here. I did, I did some videos for them. It's like, well, you got to give me a cheeseburger or something. If you're calling me up, if you're emailing me to come do a video about this stuff, it's like, I, I mean, it's great. I love doing art. If Jess is with me or anything, that's nice. But if you want me to do like a documentary or something like this for you, well, I mean, I have other things that I do. This channel's gone a different way. It's like I'm not doing what I did 2 years ago. When I'm spending all day at the zoo. I love to do it. Okay, I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it, but some scenarios where they've asked me to do a lot of things and you want me to do this for free, like that's a little different than me just showing up and doing what I want to do, right? Or critiquing things the way that I want to. Because I feel like, and that's another thing too, is that when you're getting paid from someone to go do a video somewhere, it's a lot different, right? Because it's like, say I'm doing a taste test of something, right? You're paying me, you're giving me all this food and stuff to test. It's like that's something that I make very clear, and I've had offers for this. Is that I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be 100% honest. So I'm assuming after this video, you will probably never call me again, and hopefully they do because even bad publicity is good publicity in their eyes, right? So it's like if I go and do exactly what you want, it's hard for me to say sometimes because I know what you're asking me to do. This is going to come up. This is going to be an issue. It's going to be a problem. And a lot of people know us from our videos that we've done at theme parks over the years, and we still, I mean, you guys know we still like to sprinkle them in every now and then. We love doing some of the parks, Kings Island, the zoo. We didn't do many Kings Island videos this year, not like we wanted to do. It just didn't work out. It was like things, so some things were a little different this year. So, but yes, it is fun doing those type of videos when I can do what I want to do and me and Jess can just have fun. That's what I like. Let's see. Tommy Kramer says, if you do, I missed something before. LJ Graham says, yes, couldn't agree with you more. In Disney, Danno, way too expensive. Yeah, it's gotten insane. Everything has. James says Menards, $1.99 gallon of milk, $2.99 butter, pizza, $3.33. They have some good prices on food and frozen sometimes. Yeah, I mean, Menards is Menards, and they got great deals on some things, and Big Lots prices on others. That's why I compared them to Big Lots the last time we went. Because it's like there are some things that are great deals there. And it's another thing that if you're not there for food, cool if you are, but check out this KitchenAid stove that you can get like $200 cheaper than anywhere else, or $100. I mean, that's where I feel like, you walk into Menards and it smells like Home Depot, right? It looks like Home Depot, and then you've got laundry detergent and everything else over here to the left. Kind of tells you right off, like, this is Home Depot and Big Lots in one store. Like, it's cool. I love Menards. That's another store, though. It's literally right across the street from Costco, so I don't get out there as much. And I'm thinking next time I go to Costco, I'm probably going to actually do 2 different videos, one at Menards and Costco, to save me a trip. see. Jill and Salter says, Dan, you had said something about doing videos on different grocery stores, so I was wondering if you would be visiting a Weiss Market, if it's in your area on a future video. We don't have Weiss Market, unfortunately. Oh, you guys are funny. James Brown says, come on, Danno, do more. What's a matter with you? I don't know what you mean, buddy. Sorry. Sandy says, I appreciate this channel even though I don't have some of the same stores in my area. Sandy, I think I saw you leave a comment on this one time. Like, what store do we go to that you do shop at? Or are there, and that's the thing. Like, I'm kind of looking around some places that I'd like to go to. But, some of the things, we just don't have. Like, I know a lot of people shop at Giant Eagle. Well, there's a Giant Eagle about 100 something miles north of here. I think it's up near Columbus, which I may visit one day, if a lot of people start mentioning it. And that's kind of where it's tough for me because I start looking at different places off of like 75, 74, 40, some different areas where, it's like, but some of these stores, it's like I don't have a lot of people shop there. Like I found a fresh thyme place, right? Like I've had a couple comments of fresh thyme over the course of a year. Like is it worth it for me to visit a store that's 40 miles away from here that nobody shops there? Like that's just my only concern is like I don't feel like I get enough comments about this store to drive an hour out of the way. Which, I look these things up. It looks like a cool store, and I may go eventually anyway. Oh, thank you, Brandon Thomas Productions. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy to see some prices finally going down and not shrinkflated products where I am. Well, that's good. Kind of leveled off for a minute. That's awesome. Yeah, I hope we get to that point at some point. Oh, yeah. Alligator, I've seen that about the Disney cards. Yes. Yeah, all their gift cards are like that. They're always like that. If we get gift cards, yeah, that's how we save a little bit. Yeah, that's awesome. Another reason why I like Samsung. All right. Alligator says, don't freeze cream cheese. It does make it a little powdery, right, when it comes out. Some people still do it, though, and say it's fine. I don't know. Erica says, yes, you can freeze eggs too. Got a lot of comments about that not that long ago. Some people were saying to take the eggs out, like crack them and put the yolks in bags and freeze them that way. I've done that before. That is good. Like if I used to go do camp. I used to go camping a lot. We would do that. We would put stuff. When we would be gone for a week, go down to Red River Gorge. We would freeze eggs like that. That's what I would freeze peppers. Right? Y'all know I like freezing peppers. We would take all this stuff with us, keep them on ice till the night before when we knew we were about to eat it the next day, and good to go. GMA says, I can adopt you and Jess and be the grandma. That is very nice of you. Alligator Mouse says, don't... Oh, I already read that one. FMX says, okay, so how much to do the underwear show? $486. And I will do it. GMA says, and no, I'm just kidding. GMA says, I can adopt you. Wait a minute. What the heck happened here? PS Lady says, my new weekly ad is advertising chicken wings, family pack, $1.99 a pound again. It's in the small print in the ad under the other chicken sale. So, okay, so that's coming up for Sunday. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Like I said, I haven't seen any wings at Meyer in a while. They've been out because they were out of thighs there for the longest time too. They were getting plenty of legs and they were getting chicken breasts in, but couldn't find any thighs or chicken wings. I haven't seen chicken wings in our Meyer in a while. So maybe they're coming in full force. Gunnar Thomas says, "Do you have solar lights?" I do have some solar lights. Corey Charlton says, "Y'all get some rest. The best YouTube channel ever." Thank you, Corey. Really appreciate that. Sandy says, "I've dehydrated a bunch of eggs for my chickens. I've learned a lot from searching YouTube channels." Yes. Heck yeah. YouTube make anybody a mechanic. I've said that. I've said that for years. If there's something wrong with your car, look it up. Like you figure it out. There's guys that I'm still subscribed to this day. Like they do all kinds of stuff. There's like the Honda guy. Like that guy knows everything about Hondas. And I'll tell you what, Hondas haven't changed much over the years as far as like suspension, brakes, engine. I mean, it's still like what if it's not broke, don't fix it. If you have an engine that can run 400,000 miles, why change it? But yeah, you can find anything on YouTube. That's why YouTube is so awesome. Marilyn says, "Have you ever been to Giant Eagle? They are expensive." I've heard that, and I've heard that their prices begin ridiculous. We have a lot of people on the channel that shop at Giant Eagle. It's kind of their store. Another one is Food City, and I kind of kicked myself in the butt for not going to Food City. Me and Jessica, when we were coming home from Florida, we stayed at in Tennessee on the way back because we just couldn't make it. And there was a Food City right next door, and I didn't do it. I was really tired. Plus, it was kind of on the way home, and but yeah, I should have. Next time I go, I'm definitely doing a video there. But yeah, Giant Eagle's a big one. A lot of our viewers, a lot of up north, a lot of viewers up north. Let's see. Gunnar Thomas says, "Have been to Mount Iron, Minnesota." That's cool. I haven't. Erica Stout says, "World of Hope, you're welcome." Oh. Linda, the Thrift and Vintage Junkie says, "The best time to shop at Fresh Time is Wednesdays. I believe they have doubled over sales on Wednesday." Okay. Yeah, I was using it for example. I plan on visiting there at some point. But yeah, my point was we don't have a lot of people that ever talk about it. One of the big ones was Sprouts down in Florida. Got a lot of comments on Sprouts, so I was like, I'll check out Sprouts. I wasn't impressed. It looked very overpriced. A lot of the things were, I don't know. It's like when I'm looking at things that I see that I could get cheaper at Whole Food Market, I'm like, well, Sprouts is a cool store though. I'll give it that. And they have very friendly employees. Sorry, that just came to me. I was like, yeah, I talked to a few people there. They were very nice. I will say that. And the meat looked really good. I will say that too. But very pricey, very expensive. Let's see. World of Hope says, "Wow, I'm learning a lot on here. That's good. It's awesome." We have very knowledgeable viewers, a lot of knowledgeable fans of foods. That's what I love about this. All you guys always comment. We have people that comment recipes. You ask about something that maybe didn't work. Somebody on here is going to tell you how to make it better, and that's really awesome. Eileen says 486 the price hike. No doubt. P.S. Lady says, good night all. Love the shows, Danno. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good night. Have a great night. Have a good weekend. Guys, we are going to try to wrap it up here. I can't believe we've already been on 2 hours. I was only going to be on like 45 minutes. But I haven't, Jess must be at peace. I'm sure she's probably sleeping. That was crazy. Yes, I learned how to add AC coolant to my car and charge it on YouTube. Heck yeah. You learn anything. Anything. It's a lot easier than you thought, wasn't it? It's like people say, "Oh no, I can't do that. I can't charge my AC." If you just need the tool to do it, it's the easiest thing in the world. You need the pressure thing, and you need it's got to be in that line. If you're over the line, it's not going to work. If you're under the line, it's not going to work. It's going to be right in between. Really easy. But I can see where, it's like something that, it's like if you've never done it before, you're never going to know. And then if you try to read directions, I've run into this problem before years ago. Can you tell? Uh, but if you try to read the directions, it's like, this don't make any sense. Like, you're telling me to do this and this and this. You look up the YouTube video, you watch the person, right? And that makes it a lot easier. It's like, oh, okay, that one, because there's two. There's a low pressure and a high pressure. And you want to make sure you're not putting it on the low pressure. Oh, that's pretty smart there with the ice tray. There, Susie. Yeah, that's pretty slick. Robin says IGA has high prices. Closest one is 40 miles round trip. I shop Aldi or Kroger sale items. That's why I haven't gone to IGA. I look at their ad online. We have an IGA probably 25, 30 minutes north of here. But if I'm going to spend more than what I spend at Kroger, it's not really saving money. And, it's like if enough people commented that this is my main store, I shop at IGA all the time, then I would definitely make a trip up there. Which again, I may at some point. Same thing with Save a Lot. I mean, there's not really Save a Lot's about 40, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes north of here. And our Save a Lot, the one that we have, is not that great, and I don't know, but again, I know we have a lot of people that go to Save a Lot, and maybe I will go there here at some point, but Metal Kick says you should do some YouTube shorts next year. You can make money. YouTube will be monetizing YouTube shorts next year. They are not worth it. They don't. I mean, okay, so probably shouldn't say that because YouTube really wants the shorts to take over TikTok. So if you like watching TikTok videos, YouTube shorts are great. They are, but I don't think you're going to make any money at it. And that's coming from someone who makes money on YouTube. I just don't see unless you get, because with YouTube Shorts, you're making money out of a pool of money that they've put into it. You're not making money off of ads. You're making money off of views, which is a lot harder. I mean, technically it's kind of the same thing, but you're not having the ad revenue build up as if you were making like regular YouTube. So when you it's hard to explain. I'm not going to go full into it. There's YouTube videos that talk about it, like monetizing YouTube Shorts videos. It's more to get you subscribers. It's more to get people to your channel. Here's the problem with YouTube Shorts. If you're going to do short videos, you need to make sure that they're exactly like the kind of videos that you're doing on your channel, because people are going to subscribe to you, and then when they realize, and this is why, you've seen me play guitar stuff on the shorts and everything. If people were to watch the guitar stuff that I did years ago, and then come and we're talking about groceries and all this other stuff, some might stay, but most probably aren't, because they were directed toward a guitar video. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's more triggering people to your channel. The issue with that I've heard from a lot of friends of mine that have YouTube channels that they're getting like 20, 30 subscribers, and then the next day they're losing 20 or 30 subscribers. That's what's happening, is it's drawing people to your channel, and then they're finding out that this isn't who you are, right? This isn't what you're about. And that's an issue. But again, if it's fun and you're drawing people in and it's exciting and you keep the same tone of everything else, I think it could work. I think I could do shorts videos that would probably draw more people, but at the same time, it's easier. It's easier to put together a 60-second video than it is to edit an hour and a half of a Kroger video. That's for sure. But again, if you want to make money on this, if you want a job and work full time on YouTube, it has to be something that you're constantly putting all your attention to. I don't know. It's hard to explain. However, if you are a YouTube channel and you do have questions about that, feel free to email me. I know a lot of stuff behind the scenes about YouTube and how it works. So, and we've helped out several people on YouTube. I helped a guy get monetized before I got monetized, because we were going a different direction. We knew it wasn't my concern to really get monetized until we knew that we were building the business the way that we wanted it to go, and that business was helping people. We just knew that on here what we wanted to do was help people. We knew that whatever it was going to be something that helped people, educate people some, and somebody said it before, an information channel. It really is. It really is an informative channel on how you can save money through shopping, through groceries, and other ways of life that we kind of go along. And those are the kind of the things that we may do in the future to draw more people in. When we first started the channel, one of the things that we were doing was giving vacation advice, because we had so many people coming, all family coming up to us. How can you afford to go to Disney? How do you do this? Like, how can you afford these hotels and this? One, you have to have a plan. You can't just go on their website and say, "Yeah, I'll just pay for it." No, it doesn't work like that. And those were things that we were like, you know what? We're going to show people on here how we do a vacation like this. And we have had several people who have I felt like a travel agent there for a while. We had several people that had contacted us to try and help them, with Disney vacations, Universal vacations, Tennessee vacations, and ways that you can save money. We saved people thousands of dollars. Thousands. And these people, even though the channel has changed and we don't do that anymore, they still watch it. They still love the channel. They love what we're doing. And that's my point is that we knew what we were going to do on here was to help people. And boy, am I rambling on and on. I apologize. I am getting tired. We may have to sign off here in a minute. Little slap happy. Oh, Eileen Thomas says, grilled cheese for me. That sounds really good. Send you a solar light? No, I can't. I'm sorry. Miguel says, prayers to Jessica. Thank you very much. Thank you. David says, I don't have TikTok and don't ever plan on getting one. Jamie says, gas at Costco in California is $4.40. That's not too bad now, is it? It's actually pretty good. Last time I heard gas in California was like $5.99 a gallon. I guess it's gone down a little bit. I guess it depends on where you're at. Tina LaBelle says, hey, Danno, nursing a head cold too, drinking throat coat tea is helping. I think you are a brilliant work in process. You are awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope you feel better. A Word of Hope says, I had TikTok, got off of it, didn't care for it. And yeah, me too. I actually like the YouTube shorts better. I feel like they flow better. I'm not into the whole teenage dancing videos and all that other stuff. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool thing. And I think TikTok kind of started with kids and it kind of kind of blew up into everything, but I like some TikTok. I don't have it anymore because they kept, it's like the notification thing for that is ridiculous. So, but you can still watch them on like Facebook. They still have those recommended ones, which some of them are hilarious. All right, Gunner, that's enough. I'm sure you can get a solar light somewhere else. I'm sure you can order online. Kim B, does anybody know how Jess is? She's doing great. She's doing very well. Thank you. Jamie says, praise the Lord. Yes, she is. She's resting now. She was fine. She was really good yesterday. She's been a little more sore today. And they have her on some like medication. She's on antibiotics. She's got a couple other things that she's taken, and she really has to eat like before she takes all this stuff too. And I feel like a lot of it just kind of drains her. David says, Danno the travel agent. All right, bud. You're gone. Sorry, man. Can't deal with that crap. Hey, you're probably right, FMX. But again, like I was saying before, it would draw the wrong crowd to the channel that would eventually leave. Let's see. Costco in Arizona is $4 a gallon. Kim B says gas in Indiana is $3.55 a gallon. I heard that on the radio this morning. Yeah, it's like it went down here. It's $3.63 a gallon. It was $3.79 like a few days ago. I don't know, Marilyn. I don't know. He was just bored. I don't know, but yeah, I hate taking people down off that, but it's like you're gonna be silly, we're because I never know. I'm a nice guy, and it's like I really like. It's kind of maybe he's just trying to be funny, or something. But you do it 100 times. I'm sorry, you're gone. Especially after I asked you not to. LJ Graham, Jess is so cute and happy all the time. She really is. Margin says, I hope you got some money for all the people you saved money on this vacation. No. Well, we've gotten like stuff from people. They mail us stuff and things. Also, Jessica loves writing Christmas cards. So if you want to send us a Christmas card, we have a P.O. box. It's in the description of every one of our videos. P.O. Box 58585. That is really easy. Cincinnati, Ohio 45258. And Jessica will most likely send you a Christmas card back because she loves doing the whole Christmas card thing. Also, we have these like little strings that go across with little clips on them that we hang all the cards to, and kind of go over those. So, yeah, if you want to send us a Christmas card, Jess will most definitely, probably, most likely send you one back. Just make sure you leave your address. We will not share any address or personal information on any video or live stream in no way, shape, or form. But in the card, let us know if it's okay and we can use your YouTube name or we can use your first name. We won't say any last names. And probably do that like maybe on a live show or maybe in a video that we show all of our decorations and all that. But yeah, somewhere in there say it's okay to use name or first name or YouTube name, whichever. Just kind of let us know that so that we can put it in the video. Yeah. Pinch Runner, hello. Just do shorts of your grocery deal of the day. Yeah, that would be good. That would be a good idea. That would be smart. See, there. And again, we're going to have to wrap it up here, but I will say this. There was a time when I was doing short videos and I felt like it was actually hurting my channel. Because you're getting a lot of views and stuff on this. Well, you're also tricking the algorithm on YouTube to think that you're doing something that you're not normally doing all the time. Right? Now, they say it doesn't affect it, but I'm telling you, every little bit of the algorithm on YouTube will affect it. And that's why I've stayed away from it, because I noticed that it was like people were drawing to this other stuff. And when you're young on YouTube and you don't really have anything established of what you're doing or what you're wanting to do, it's good because you're kind of breathing in different things to figure out what you want to do. You want to do something on YouTube, but you're not sure what that is. Shorts is the best way to figure that out, but not if you're doing like regular videos. If you're just starting off, shorts videos may be very good to help bring you in, viewers. Shorts videos do not count as watch time on your channel. So if you are trying to get the grueling 4,000 hours of watch time that you have to be a YouTube partner, you're not going to get it through YouTube Shorts because the hours of watch time is not counted in those. So a lot of people don't know that. And that's another reason why I quit doing them. Now that I'm monetized, it's a little different because now, it's not as concerning for all the watch time. But yeah, and I understand YouTube's point of view on that too. It's like they don't want to just take on a partner where it's like they want people to constantly come in and watch your videos. That's kind of the purpose of, because they want to make money, right? You want to make money, they want to make money. That's why they call it the YouTube Partnership Program, because you're literally partnering with them. I wish I made more of a cut of the ad revenue. I make 55%, they make 45%. I mean, it's their platform, so what can you do? I'm happy the way it is. You're very welcome, Jamie. Roby says gas is $2.86 here in Marshall, Texas. That is cheap. That is awesome. And when I say cheap, cheap in today's prices. Ryan says $3.25 a gallon in Joseph, Missouri. St. Joseph, Missouri. Yeah, that ain't bad either. World of Hope says, I've been a mod in the past. Seen dome doozies. Yes, yeah. Eileen says, well, and that's the thing. Yeah, what he was doing was kind of annoying. But at the same time, it's like you never really know with some people. He's probably. I start to think after the fact, like maybe like I missed his comment a couple times and he just keeps saying that. But yeah, no, that was different. That was a little annoying. But I gotta kind of watch for those things too. That's why I try to say something ahead of time. But yeah, that was weird. Wendy Cameron says, hope you and Jess get some good naps in this weekend. Have a good night, Danno, and thanks again. Have a good night, Wendy. Thank you very much. Roby says it's even cheaper in Longview. It's awesome. Erica says, Lori, that is awful the way some do. Lori says we can trade Christmas cards. I asked my viewers to send cards. I am going to open them the weekend of Christmas on my live show. Cool. Yeah. Just make sure that you know, just get their permission. Like, I wouldn't say anybody's names. I would just, like, even if they give you their last name, just say the first name. And, you know, if they're on your show or whatever, you got to be careful with that. Sodom says, Team Grimy forever. LJ Graham says, there is a kids Tylenol shortage here in Canada. Very sad. How is the stock there? We need them for our family here. I haven't seen any. There's been a few different times I've searched for it in videos. Target, Walgreens. Didn't see any Walgreens. Walgreens. I haven't seen any children's Tylenol. I don't even know if they're making it anymore. That's something where I would talk to a pediatrician or something and see, you know, what else can you give a kid that has bad headaches or something, or any headaches for that matter. Because, yeah, I haven't seen children's Tylenol. That was one of the big ones. We were getting a lot of comments on that for a while, and I haven't been able to find it. Christina says, I said, why isn't all food on sale on Black Friday? I don't need another TV. Yeah, I hear you. And there wasn't anything at Kroger that said Black Friday sale. Well, I will say it was a good deal on oranges. They got 4 pound bag of oranges this week, navel oranges, for $2.47. That's the best deal I saw. And that was pretty good. Pinch Runner says, Danno, or glad you like the deal of the day idea. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Coupons Dude says, Danno, I am sure you have been asked this, but have you ever been asked to leave a store you were filming in? No, I have not. Everybody knows who I am. I get this question a lot. So, you are allowed to film in any public place, any public store, as long as you are not filming other people. You cannot film other people without their permission. You cannot film employees. Some places do require permission. I will not say what places those are. You just have to ask yourself. It's one of them, you know, it's good to have permission anywhere you go. Some places not required. And there's some things that I won't go over on here because, you know, what works for me may not work for other people. But yeah, it's something that as long as you're not, it is your right. It is your right to film in any place you are filming yourself in anything you're doing, whether it is a private place or public. So as long as you're not disturbing the peace, as long as you are not disturbing people, that's why you'll hear me say in videos sometimes, there's a group of people over here, I'm not bothering them, because I'm literally not bothering them, and I don't want a bunch of people in the background while I'm trying to do a video. So, but that's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you get away with any of it. I've had people come up to me that say, are you taking photos? Are you doing that? And I say, no, I'm doing a personal vlog. I'm doing a vlog on YouTube of myself showing myself shopping the prices at your store. That is 100% legal. So I've had people, and I know what's going on. I've had a lot of copycats lately, and you know, you can't go in, don't get angry with people. There was a guy who was getting angry with somebody in one of his videos, and I don't know, I guess he got kicked out, or so. You can't get in people's way, and you shouldn't do that anyway. But anyway, as long as you're just with yourself and you're describing things, it is your constitutional right. Act, I forget what the act is, but it is what it is. Bonnie says, LJ, you can buy that online. Must have missed that. A Word of Hope says, that's where I'm at now trying to figure that out. I've done both. Gail Collier says, usually the shorts I see are a snippet from a long video. Now they are. Now they are, because people are taking their videos that they've done. They used to not be able to do that. Now with the shorts videos, you can literally clip out a piece of your old video to put in. I do like that. The problem with mine is that the way I edit my videos, the way I edit the clips and everything, there's no one point that you can really get down in 60 seconds. So I would have to have clips of those videos, to mash those together. I can't just do that on the YouTube Shorts thing because you can only clip from one edited part. Does that make sense? Like you can't add multiple different clips. You can only shrink one. Eileen says, "You are good at what you do. Don't stop, Danno." Oh, you know it. Thank you. Marilyn says, "They take a cut out of super chats too. They really do. They do." And we get this comment a lot too. I am working on maybe, because see, like, I know people have told me about Patreon and stuff, and I'm thinking about maybe a PayPal because people are always emailing us asking how they can support the channel. I tell them to just watch the shows, watch the channel. That's, you don't have to send us anything. I appreciate that. So many people are always trying to send us gifts and stuff. We do. We've been getting a lot of stuff in our, uh, little things on the. Some stuff people send us in the to our PO box, and then they request that we may not say what we got or stuff on the channel, which I highly that's fine, completely understand, and but we're thinking about, I know everybody wants a coffee mug, and I'm trying to figure that. I haven't had time. The last couple of weeks have kind of, we were really starting to kind of launch on this, and we hope to have like maybe some T-shirts and mugs and stuff, and that's a way you can support the channel and take an awesome shopping with Danno T-shirt home with you. I'm working on it. All right, Linda, have a great weekend. Uh, Erica says, "Dano, I put 2 out for you. I must have missed something." Maybe, alligator. That's funny. Very true. Thank you, David. Really appreciate that. Lori says, "Yes, I always ask before sharing names. Some have not wanted me to say their names, so I always respect their privacy." Yes, yeah. FMX says, "Give Jess a big group hug from us. Night loves." Good night, FMX. Have a good weekend. Ravi says, "Yeah, big group hugs for Jess. You guys are awesome." LJ Graham says, "Dano, you guys are so sweet. Thank you again for this channel. Is fresh produce at Public worth it?" I've never shopped at. I haven't shopped enough at Publix to really know, but we've gotten hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments from people who do shop at Publix that that's what they talk about is their produce. And I did buy some. I bought an apple. I bought a couple. Or I bought an orange. I bought a couple packs. I bought a pack of blackberries and raspberries that looked fantastic. And those were actually on sale down there. They were 2 for $6, which they're a little more usually in price. But yeah, they were all delicious. The apple was, it was I think it was the Honey Crisp, but it was really good. Produce, I compare Publix produce to Meyer. Meyer's produce is, there was a stint there for a couple months where Meyer, I don't know, I felt like they were ordering from a different group or something because it looked bad there for a while. But Myers is definitely getting back up to what they were before, and I would compare that to now Publix has a lot more than Meyer. I feel like Myers, at least the one around us, it's been a lot lower, like as far as quantity. Like they haven't had a lot like they usually do. But it looks like it's starting to get back up to par. Guys, I'm gonna have to sign off for the evening here. I am fading pretty quick. The coffee is no longer working. Alrighty, I'll go through these last ones here. Oh, good night, Erica. My husband works in a refinery around Chicago. Every time they have an explosion or something similar, they jack the prices up. Sure, and that happens a lot. Oh yeah, there's always something going. See, Tina LaBelle, Christina. That is eye-opening. Wow, yeah. Thank you, A Word of Hope. Thank you very much. Marilyn says Cash App is good too. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I need to look into some of these things. I'm so busy every day. When I have one of these days off, I need to kind of look into these things. Because I know, like, yeah, some people are recommending PayPal and all that stuff. I don't know. And to throw that together, and always not necessary, but like I said, we do get a ton of emails of people that want to support the channel. So I'd like to have something like if they do, you know, sure, PayPal or something. I need to figure out how to do all that though. Oh, Roby says let the ads run for 15 seconds. They don't pay if you cut them off before 15 seconds. Well, thank you. I mean, I hope that most of the ads you can skip and all that stuff. Like, it's like don't feel like you have to. But I do appreciate that, Roby. But yeah, if it drives you nuts, skip through them. I mean, I just want you to enjoy the channel. You know. Thank you, Eileen. Good night, Cheryl. Yes. Thank you, LJ. Thank you, Lori. Have a great night. Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, yes, that would be the best. And that's what I should do with the Cash App thing. You know, Instead of doing super chats and stuff like that. That's how I should have that set up because I do agree. It's like I understand the ads and ad revenue. YouTube's got to make money. But for super chat and stickers and stuff like that, it's like I should be making all that money. And I don't feel like they should really get a cut of that. But it's their system. So you're running it through their system. I do understand that. But yes, it's like maybe I should set up something like that, to let people know if you do want to contribute to the channel or if you want to send these things. That would probably be the best. That way, 100% of it's going to us, and I understand that. And yeah, I completely agree. Actually, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to talk to Jess about that. We'll see if we can work something out. And again, don't ever feel like you have to. Thank you all for the super chats and the super stickers and everything. We love those. It's we take all that money, that part of the money, and we set that aside for things that we do into the channel. All that money goes right back in to new lights, camera, making things clearer, trying to gas, everything. I mean, it does. It really does. And all that money we put right back into the channel. And that would be better. That would be better to have something where, it's not going to, or I know it's a 70-30 cut. I get 70%, they get 30% of the chats and everything. Which, yeah, I mean, it's not as bad as the revenue, but yeah, it would be good to have all that come to us, obviously, yeah. I'm going to talk to Jess about that. She's a little more tech savvy than I am. No, I haven't, alligator. I have not seen black raspberries. Yes, thank you for that. Good night, Roby. Thank you, Tina. Uh, yes, Marilyn, I've thought about channel memberships too. I may look into that. I may look into that because that's kind of how I feel. Like I like that, and I do believe channel memberships, all the money goes directly to the creator, and that's kind of how I would like it. Because if you're paying for something extra, I would like to give you something extra, kind of like Patreon. It's like if you're supporting the channel on like Patreon or something like that, then I want to have something to be able to give you that's extra from the channel. I've kind of thought about some stuff like that, like maybe coupons or different things, maybe a special video, something different, and yeah, yeah, that's all great ideas, guys. Yeah, I have thought about that. A little weary of something else that has to do on YouTube. I'd like to have a separate income stream for something like this, just to kind of break it up some and to not have everything on YouTube here. I have thought of, not TikTok, maybe like a Facebook thing or something. I don't really know. I don't know. I'm just kind of talking out loud here for a minute. Thank you, Jillian. Thank you very much. That would be awesome, GMA. That would be really slick. People would be like, where'd you get that bag at? That pro shopper. You're welcome, coupons, dude. Momsy Thomas, I'd pay for you not to have ads. Oh, that's awful nice. Thank you very much. LJ Graham, nice Danno. Let this guy go to bed. Thank you. Thank you very much. That is it. Signing off, guys. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you again. The most comments that we have ever had in any video was yesterday's video. I responded to everybody. I don't know how I got through it all. It was crazy. But you guys mean so much to us. Jessica, like I said, Jessica was in tears, from all of your comments and everything. And, it was just really hit home for us. We had over 1,000 something comments. It was crazy. And you guys are just so awesome. Yeah. It's an amazing thing. Like I said, our YouTube family is growing here. We're building up every day. Every day we're learning something new. Every day we're creating something new and trying to find new ways to save in a world where it's becoming harder and harder to save. So guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. A lot of fun being back. I missed it last week. Glad we were able to do it this week. Yeah, we should be able to do it next week. But again, I will always let you know a little bit ahead of time if we are or if we're not. Usually, once we get close to the holidays and Christmas and all that, it's hard to do the live shows because we're usually doing stuff on Friday nights. But I'll let you guys know way ahead of time. Everybody have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. With all that being said, I am out. And always remember, the adventure is out there. Still here.